Hey, what's going on, guys? Dylan Merway here, and welcome back to NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup for race 236 at North Carolina Speedway for the Run East Subway 400. Last week at Daytona, Mark Martin earned his first win of the first Daytona 500 win, while I unfortunately finished 42nd after pit road stupidity. We go to North Carolina because in 2004, this was one of NASCAR's oldest traditions, was to run at North Carolina Speedway every February. And in 2004, this was the last ever NASCAR race at the Rock, at the infamous Rockingham, until 2012, I think. Until 2012 when the trucks ran there for a couple races. This is the last ever NASCAR Nextel Cup race at North Carolina for the foreseeable future. Let's jump right in.
Once a year, the Nextel Cup Series pays a visit to the North Carolina Speedway in Rockingham. This is a throwback track where grit, not glamour, grabs the attention of every driver. Only a rock-solid effort gets you to victory lane at this place. Tires, tension, and tradition are the three storylines today as EA Sports welcomes you to the Subway 400.
Thank you, Bill Weber. This race has been one of NASCAR's oldest racetracks in the history of this sport. Today, this is the final time the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series will run at the historic North Carolina Speedway. As you said, Bill, there will be grit. Will probably be the best thing that drivers will have today if they want to see the checkered flag. Let's go qualify for the Subway 400 for one final time at North Carolina. As you can see, I'm still going to be running the 2004 Home Depot paint scheme. For any races that Tony Stewart ran like special Home Depot paint schemes in this Let's Play, since EA didn't include them in this game, like his 25 years silver car, which I have as a diecast, or his black Home Depot car, which I also have as a diecast, that he ran, they will be run by those races that he ran those cars will have Shrek 2 in place of them. One lap put on the board here at North Carolina. The goal here, keep the car as close to the bottom as possible. Tires will be very crucial if you want to be in victory lane this afternoon at the Rock. As we make our way into turn number 3, we seem to be doing pretty good flying through this corner. Coming out of turn number 4, what will we get? Oh, on the pole. Yes, sir. We're going to stand on it all the way around this place. Screaming into turn 3. Keeping the car down on the bottom. God, I love these new speakers that I got. Whoa. Coming out of turn 4. On the pole with a blistering lap. Wow. If it shows qualifying time again, let me compare mine to the second place guy. Because holy Jesus, I'm screaming around this place. In fact, real life North Carolina, the last ever race had an exciting photo finish between Matt Kenseth and rookie star and future rookie star Casey Kane. Will we see that today? Find out shortly as we wait for the qualifying, the happy hour thing to go by. To Scott Riggs, wow, wasn't really that quick, but that first lap was freaking awesome. Let's jump right in to 47 laps of racing at the Rock. Pace cars off, wheels in the hands of me and Scott Riggs. Green flag into the air, we are racing for 47 laps. As you see, Brian Vickers has a special paint scheme on his car this weekend. His 25 years Hendrix Silver paint scheme. One thing I really liked in 2004 is Hendrick Motorsports and Richard Childress collaborated for one race to produce silver and throwback themed paint schemes for one race, Charlotte. And let's just say they were freaking sexy. The Hendrick ones, especially Gordon's car, since I was a big Jeff Gordon fan when I was young and around the time this game was released, Gordon's car though was fire pretty much. Even though it was just a normal scheme with just a silver coat of paint, just like Han Solo and Carbonac. However, Richard Childress went for a throwback approach with his cars. Johnny Sauter had a throwback to Ricky Rudd's Piedmont Airlines car. Kevin Harvick had a throwback to Dale Earnhardt's Wrangler car, and Robbie Gordon's car was just silver, like Dale Sr.'s 1996 All-Star car. I think that's 1996. Anyways, bullcrap aside, 4 laps in today at the Rock, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is hot on our heels, but we just get a better drive off, just going straight for the bottom. It's going to be a while before I can get used to this game's sensitivity again. 5 laps in here at North Carolina, the skill points continue to rack up. This afternoon, I want to turn the speakers down. Oh my god. Deafening as hell. Oh my god, why is it so freaking loud? Why is this so damn loud? Oh, what? No! Damn it. Want a little bit of sound. God. You know what? Screw it. Leave it. We have led all 6 laps this afternoon in the Subway 400. Tony Stewart has never gotten a victory at the Rockingham. He would like to add a Rockingham trophy to his list this afternoon. But Dale Earnhardt Jr. is hot on his heels. 6 laps in. Into this thing. Coming out of turn 4. What was weird is, I think in NASCAR 30,004, the race distance at North Carolina was like 32 laps or something. Here it's like 47, which is so goddamn weird. Pardon my French, but it's so damn weird. Anyways, side-by-side battle between Earnhardt Jr. and Dale Jarrett for second. A little bit of contact behind them. So far, everyone seems to get out of it cleanly. I continue to put a literal clinic on the field as of right now. As I'm recording this, it's actually a few hours before my high school band concert for Prospect Ridge tonight. Which, as a band musician, I tried playing the B-flat clarinet in 5th grade, but due to my stubbornness and impatientness at the time, essentially I was an impatient, whiny little baby, pretty much, I overblew the crap out of it. So in 6th grade, my mom switched me to the alto clarinet, and I have fallen in love with it ever since. It is my #1 go-to instrument for band, and it's actually ironically, my alto clarinet is almost as old as Jeff Gordon himself. No, scratch that. It's almost as old as my parents. Alright? 40 years old. Holy freaking crap. Oh, okay. Looks like Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes the lead. Basically going to move him up the racetrack. Coming out of turn 4. As the AI hits the brakes like you would not believe. side by side, dead even into turn one. But now you gotta give the lead to Dale Earnhardt, give to Tony Stewart. Jarrett looks like he wants to go for it on the outside. Junior with a huge burst of momentum. Jimmy Johnson will try to follow suit. Braking a little too early going into the corner. Dale Earnhardt Jr. leads here at North Carolina. His father, Dale Sr., has actually gotten a few victories here, but it was kind of sad. First race after his father's death, he was involved in a lap 1 accident, which is kind of sad to bring up. But anyways, he would love to win in the final race ever at the Rock. Dale Jarrett sticks his nose in to try to take second. We fight him off side by side going into turn 3. Whoa, things are getting tight. Final year, Dale Jarrett ran that pretty boss paint scheme that he had for UPS before he changed to his streamlined design in NASCAR in 2005, which I have a diecast of both of those cars, by the way. I didn't really like the newer design as much, but it kind of grew on me. Especially is the fact that in NASCAR 6 you can actually race a freaking UPS truck. I kid you not. You can race a UPS truck in NASCAR 06. As Jimmy Johnson gets a huge burst of momentum on the outside to try to take third, we fight back on the inside because we're stubborn little twits. But meanwhile, up front, side by side, racing between Dale Jarrett and Dale Earnhardt Jr. 31 laps left in the Subway 400. Junior looks like he wants to cross low. Jarrett stays to the outside. I'm scared to make a move because I'm thinking he's going to slide up and I'm going to hit him. The crossover. Ooh, 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide at North Carolina. That is unheard of at this track. 3 wide on the front straightaway. I take the lead back here at North Carolina. Here comes Dale Jr. fighting back on the outside lane. Contact is made. In fact, North Carolina is a real racetrack in the NASCAR IF Cup Series, just with lights. Because this track would actually be pretty cool if they ran races here with lights, but unfortunately financial issues happened and, well, this track is a testing facility now. But if they got money for this, still kept enough money for this track, and got some money through to it. Oh, caution's out. Caution's out for the first time here at North Carolina. Second time in this Let's Play, and it is for Matt Kenseth. Elliott Sadler, hard crash coming out of turn number 4. Oh, wow. Big hit for him. Rusty Wallace and Kevin Harvick getting to the wall to avoid. I might pit. See who's going to... left sides. No. Oh my god, why did I abort? So I basically just gave up the lead because I'm used to NASCAR Thunder 2004's pit configuration. Because I'm a cheap idiot. Hopefully I can... Crap. I'm in last. This is not fun. Pace car is off. Getting ready for the restart. Green flag back into the air. Hopefully we can actually get good pit stops this time. Coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch. You know what? Bumper on board. Ooh, drifting. Oh, contact with Greg Hicks. Left sides. Ooh, a little bit of contact with Greg Hicks coming on pit road. Let's see how good our pit stop can be. Let's go, boys. Come on. Good stop. Good stop. Gotta go. Gotta go, like, now. Jeff Gordon was also in on pit road. So, big blob here coming out of pit lane. Brian Vickers, his teammate Jeff Gordon, and Brendan Gaughan emerge out of the pit lane. And speaking of Jeff Gordon, how about his performance in the practice session Saturday at Dover? The final practice session. Holy freaking crap. Quickest for an old man that's been retiring, that retired then unretired. Holy mother of God. As you see a big cluster of cars coming out of pit road, which means this should be pretty tight, trying to negotiate lap traffic and lead lap traffic. As the leader Matt Kenseth is currently in turn 2 right now, or well, coming down into turn 3. We're going to get by Brendan Gaughan, Jeff Gordon, Robbie Gordon, front row starter Scott Riggs, squeeze right by Michael Waltrip, cross right under Brian Vickers. Making our way from the out turn number 4. Looks like Matt Kenseth might be on pit road right now. Yes, he is. We get our lap back. It's going to be fun trying to get by Casey Kane. We get under Casey Mears. Woo, our car got a little squirrely in front of us. And yet Matt Kenseth, despite pitting, is going to come out as our race leader. Never mind, Dale Jarrett assumes the lead this time. Okay, this is getting a little loud for me. A thing that you probably noticed is your crew chief / spotter in this game, which apparently seems to be lumped up in one role, is like your typical, is like your one of my cross country. Oh, big contact with Elliott Sadler and Casey Kane. Sadler loses numerous positions. Now it's going to be a game of trying to get by Kane. A little bit of contact. Kane goes up the racetrack. 18 laps to go this afternoon at the Rock. 3 wide. Can we make it 4 wide? This might not work. Marlin backs out, thank God. But then again, I wouldn't have had much room anyway, because 4 wide, this track is basically a death sentence. You know what? Screw it. Let's try to YOLO it right now. 17 laps to go. Dale Jarrett is your current leader. We currently fight our way through, getting under Rusty Wallace here. Trying to get the lead away from him, 7th away from him. Oh, big contact for Rusty Wallace. He loses many spots. I remember when it was, before I had this channel, I'd play this game on season mode, piss off as many drivers as I can, and then go to the short track and just spin them every time they got near me. And they'd usually restart in front of you for some reason. And I'd just keep spinning them, keep wrecking them, pile driving them. Man, those were the times. We get under Kurt Busch here, just dive right on the apron. Kurt Busch, Bobby Labonte at the racetrack. Casey Kane's going to follow us. This may not end well. Just really banging on end well. It looks like Labonte is going to try to get under the inside of Kane. As Dale Jarrett continues to have his lead here at North Carolina. Dale Jarrett was actually the 2003 winner of this race when he was under the Winston Cup Series brand in real life. Looks like he go back to back. So far, things may look to be the case. And how about Matt Kenseth? He was part of this race's only caution today, and now he's up in the mix in third right now. As Kevin Harvick currently is in second, things might be able to heat up. So we have a 4-car fight. Kenseth up the racetrack. Look at that, moving Matt Kenseth up out of the way. He gets the wall. 11 laps to go. Kevin Harvick and Tony Stewart lead. Kevin Harvick, Dale Jarrett, Kevin Harvick, Tony Stewart. 1, 2, 3. Harvick up the racetrack. No further incident. Now it's just going to be a two-man battle between me and Dale Jarrett. 10 laps to go in the Subway 400. Feel free to insert your own epic music here. Just shove your way right under Dale Jarrett. Side by side, Jarrett takes the lead on the outside. Dale Jarrett, he seems to have the middle line. Heck, the entire top three seems to be keen to that middle line, just a little groove up in the corner. But is seeing Tony Stewart run, he runs the line. Heck, when he got by Kurt Busch, he was sticking 2 tires on the apron. Let's sniff a draft off Dale Jarrett and try to run down the guy in front of us. I believe that's a fancy lap car. Oh, look at this. Side by side for the lead as we come off of 2. How about this? New leader at North Carolina, Tony Stewart returns, but Jarrett fights his way back on the outside. Whoa! Loose coming out of 4. Whoa, Jarrett up the racetrack. Into the wall. Now it's going to be a battle between me and Harvick. Harvick with a big run on the outside. Side by side for the lead. Matt Kenseth, the real-life winner of this race. The final ever North Carolina NASCAR NXL Cup race, is up there in third. Things could really heat up here as he brings Dale Earnhardt Jr. with him. Kenseth has crash damage here. Crash damage in North Carolina is very unheard of to recover from. Look at this. See what we can do here. 4 laps of racing to go. Kenseth leads, Stewart is second, Junior is third, Harvick is fourth. This is shaping up to be a good finish. Side by seems to be we got to get, if we want to get by Kenseth, since traffic seems to be clear, we're gonna have to do it on the bot. Try to dive it in. Do a little bit of a short track style dive. 3 laps to go. Junior is there. Making our way out of turn 4. Looks like we got the lap 123 car hindering Kenseth's progress. What could we see it? Here we go. Kenseth tries to use the 123 as a pick. 2 laps left. Whoa, diving it in, side by side, out of 4. Who will take the lead at the white? White flag into the air, last lap at the Rock. Last ever lap at the Rock for the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. Kenseth crosses back on the inside. Stewart's going to have to dive it in. Look at this. On the apron, moves him up the racetrack. Here comes Junior. Junior probably won't have enough. He's there, but Tony Stewart wins at North Carolina. Man. Ooh. Crazy. I finally earned my first win of the season after 2 races. How about that? And the nice thing about doing massive burnouts like that, it doesn't fuck up your engine as easily. Even though this was basically the same car that all drivers ran in 2003 that they used in 2004. So, I can't find my car. Doing burnouts on pit lane in the last ever race going to be run at North Carolina. We're going to Watkins Glen pit into our stall. Look, the texture's breakdancing a little bit. Dale Jarrett and Dale Earnhardt Jr. were major allies. Kenseth was an ally for this race. Greg Hicks, Elliott Sadler, and Rusty Wallace are our rivals. The Greg Hicks thing was kind of accidental. So, already 2 races in, some very close margins of victory. Tony Stewart wins today at North Carolina, leading the most laps. Matt Kenseth finishes 2nd. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 3rd. Kevin Harvick 4th. Kurt Busch 5th. Jimmy Johnson 6th. Dale Jarrett 7th. Ryan Newman 8th. Bobby Labonte 9th. Casey Kane 10th. We're going down through the field. Jeff Gordon ended up 23rd. See this highlight reel here. Shoving Sadler into the fence. Sadler already had crash damage from the wreck with Kenseth. Sadler had damage from the wreck with Kenseth. Kenseth came back from the wreck at North Carolina and finished 2nd. So here we are moving Jarrett out of the way. Dale Jarrett. I thought if we did another lap, Kenseth probably would have put me in the fence. Here we are coming onto pit road, getting into 107. I swear that was not planned. Let's victory lane celebration. See previous statement of how lame victory celebrations got from in the EA NASCAR games and just NASCAR games in general. And take a look at the points. Let's go. Take a look at the standings. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is your points leader. Bobby Labonte is 2nd in points, 27 points back. Jimmy Johnson is 3rd in points, 30 points back. Matt Kenseth is 4th in points, 54 points back. Rusty Wallace and Kurt Busch are tied for 5th. Dale Jarrett is 7th in points, 57 points back. Ryan Newman is 8th in points, 59 points back. Brendan Gaughan is 9th in points, 67 points back. And Mark Martin is 10th in points. Mark Martin is 10th in points, 72 back. As of right now, 2004 was the first year NASCAR introduced the chase for the Nextel Cup. Top 10 drivers are eligible for the chase. Jeff Gordon, 15th, going from 42nd to 19th with our win. There's the Hey. Yeah, ignore the calendar thing, since we all know it's wrong. The next race is going to be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for race 3 of 36 for the running of the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400. We will see you at Las Vegas.